We're opening the meeting of the Natural Resource Inventory and Mapping Committee.
It's not showing up on the screen, is that okay?
That's only if somebody else is online, but
You
it
know,
says it's recording, but it didn't make that usual noise. Anyways, this is,
Switch to a new speaker. The owl's on.
I never know what to say.
I don't remember what I said last night, actually.
And we are recording, okay.
this is the Natural Resource Inventory and Mapping Committee meeting on October 16th, 2024. There's no residents present, so we can move on to our first item, which is organizing presentations and field trips for our final results. So we have the main topics that I thought we could cover are the mailing, what maps we'd like to have there, make sure we have a way to invite the neighboring towns,
Oh, good idea.
refreshments,
That's a big one.
and the field trip and what we do about wetlands versus forests and that sort of thing. So we can start right with the mailing. I did see that there's an error in the announcement,
Ooh.
so I'll have to redo it, but it should read Natural Resource Inventory and Mapping Committee. So
Yes.
I made that mistake.
But Sandy, anyway, one of the things I did want to say is that you have I think that's something like it's either 4x6 or 4x6.5. I can't remember when you laid it out. How did you lay it out? Did you do it in Word and then make a PDF of it? You sent us a PDF.
It's, I did it in Canva.
Oh, you did?
Identifying that it was a postcard.
Okay.
So we can change the size of it. I can download it as a JPEG and we can fool around with whatever size seems appropriate.
Okay, because my understanding is that you can, it's changing, but a 4.25 by 6 is a size that we can go with that's approved, a 4.25 by 6, and I think that's a 4 by 6. So we could go a little bit bigger if we wanted to.
Okay.
Yes, a little bit taller or a little bit higher in this way. And I wanted to explain about the postcards, what I have found out. And you may all know more, but it was a rabbit hole that I wish I had never gone in before.
I had this experience when we did this flyer for local foods.
Oh, okay.
Which this is what I have to print on the mailing side of it.
I see. Okay.
And yes, I agree, it is like, what?
So
the instructions are not clear.
This is what I think it is.
Okay.
Is that we could go one of two ways, and we want to go that way. And one way is a bulk mailing, and that is generally more expensive postage, but it could be cheaper postcard. We could printing, or we could go EDDM, I think is what it's called, and that's just to any resident. So it doesn't involve having to get names and addresses from anyone and creating labels.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little cheaper way to go by mail. So all of these are the EDDM, but within the EDDM, there are two different, it's my understanding, but this is really fuzzy, so just take it with a grain of salt. There are two different ways that it can happen. You can either, the printer, the Reprographics, for instance, is affiliated with a mailing house. So they end up printing they give it to the mailing house, and the mailing house does whatever magic they have to do, which is like bundle it and make sure
You have to have your zip codes
the
in
resident-
order.
well, there's only 2 zip codes, 05489, 05490.
Yeah, it has to
Or-
be packaged like in 100.
Yes, it has to be packaged and they do some magic to it and then give it to the post office. If it wasn't affiliated with a mailing house, my understanding is, then there is a minimum size for this postcard, and it's because the post office itself does the sorting or packaging or whatever. And that minimum size is the size that I believe that politicians send out postcards. It's a 6x9. So that's why one of these quotes from First Step is a 6x9. We have to have a minimum 6x9. So that means it's more expensive to print it. It's cheaper to mail an EDDM. All of these are the cheaper mail, but I believe they don't have a mailing house affiliated with them, so they're not charging for that last step. The post office has to do it. So that's why it has to be a 6x9. So that's my understanding talking to these people. So I just wanted to tell you the differences in the quotes then. I forget how much we have. We have something like 500?
I think it was 600
600.
total for printing and
Okay,
mailing.
so all of them are around 700. They're
Yeah.
between 750, 716, and 750. Now, I don't know if the Conservation Commission has $100 to pitch in or not to the effort.
Probably do.
So I believe that it's a pretty simple thing through either Minuteman or Reprographics to do it the way that, to do the size that you were thinking about, a 4x6, with some slight variations, like what color paper do we want? Do we want to go with a thicker one? Reprographics is giving us a thicker, and they're giving us some choices of, I think, paler colors, whereas Minuteman is giving us a thinner, like the minimum thickness of the postcard, but they're giving us the cosmic orange or lunar blue. So these folks, I think it's pretty simple to go with what you've got. First step, it would have to be reformatted to a 6x9. And I don't think, and they said about 1,200 people, whereas First Step did, whereas the other two identified almost 1,500 people. So I don't know what the difference is there. I don't know why. Two of them said 1,489, and First Step said 1,215.
They probably did include the,
05490, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering if that was about 300 people
Yeah.
might be at the post office.
Maybe.
that's what it was.
Okay, so I don't really know what that would increase their cost to. So bigger postcards possible. I don't know that we have that much to say. I don't know. Or maybe it's important to be bigger, like the food postcard you sent out that was really large, so you really noticed it in the mail, you know?
Yeah, it didn't get,
Well, we didn't really want it that big, but in
Oh.
order to have
Everything
all
on
that
it.
information, it had to be. But yeah.
Also, everyone, I didn't get a commitment from everyone, but it looks like they're all about the same as Minuteman that said it's about 5 to 7 days once they get the artwork. That's before they mail it.
Yeah.
However, Minuteman, and I'm betting the others too, said, I'm not positive, but Minuteman said they do keep some slots for rush jobs if you need it within a day or two. If we do it through the, what's it called, the permit, the mailing permit of the mailing house, then we'll have to give some money up front or we have to give them a check for the post office. If we do it through the town, and I haven't talked to Sherry about it yet, they have a bulk mailing permit also, apparently. Then they can.
But that's different than this, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
is it?
Then you'd have to have a certain code on it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
How much does the town pay?
I think that you pay the same per piece. It's just that my understanding from what they said to me was the town already has some money in the bank account for it, to just be withdrawn from that.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have to give a check up front to the reprographics
Right.
for it.
Well, time is an issue. We want to make sure it gets out there. Was there a time difference? They were all pretty much like 5 to 7
I believe they
days.
were all about 5 to 7 days.
Yeah.
was
One
my
of them
understanding.
was maybe 10, I thought.
And I think that we can ask, can it be rushed?
Yeah. But I have to pay more.
The Minuteman said that they would be able to slot us in.
Oh,
But I could call tomorrow morning and find out from the rest of these folks.
do you have a sense of which one you would like to go with?
No, I think my recollection is that the town has gone before with reprographics or First Step, I believe. I don't know that they've done business with Minuteman. I'm not certain. It seems like they must have, because they said bill to the town of Underhill, email Brad Holden, and I never gave him that information, so,
I know that Brad uses reprographics for some things,
okay.
for print, well, at the time.
Maps.
Pardon?
For maps?
Maps, yeah, printing your maps and things. And they had used First Step when it was in Underhill. And actually,
Mhm.
Vermont Morgan Horse
Mhm.
uses First Step only this time because now their operations are in the north end. It was sort of a pain. Except somebody lives on Poker Hill that works there,
Mhm.
or Jericho or someplace. Maybe it's Jericho, yeah, where they live, but it's.
Jackie, I think it was Jackie who lived down the road from me, and she's moved now, so I don't know that there's a connection. The one other difference that I know, and I can nail down the timing better tomorrow, is that reprographics is recommending or pricing out 110-pound cover stock. Minuteman, it was 65 they gave us. But I asked for something thicker. They said they have some colors, and even white in 80. And I don't really know what, First Step is 100-pound white.
But sweetheart, she wants to eat, or he. I'll go. I had to feed it to get it to leave me alone when I was here by myself.
Well, it doesn't look overweight.
I think no, you know,
Don't hit her. He's
Didn't he like get a mouse that one time? We were upstairs at some meeting and was playing with it.
God. So Sandy, what do you think? What would you like for me to do? They all seem professional to me. Reprographics has a very professional quotation. It's a form you sign. They have all the charges and FAQs on it, so they're sort of big business there. So I'm really not quite certain what to do. I feel like First Step, it's going to be the 6x9. Maybe it's not the right thing for us.
Yeah, I
I
think
have to
you're right.
reformat that. Maybe too much room.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So then I think between Minuteman and Repro might be the easiest, the way they've laid things out. They basically said everything I asked them they can just do, and here are the colors. But if we feel like we want something different than goldenrod, green, canary, ivory, or cream, if we want a big poppy color, we might have to go with Minuteman.
what is goldenrod green? Is it
Goldenrod,
Or-
comma, green,
Oh,
comma,
okay.
canary, ivory, or cream.
So I guess I would opt for something. Was there a blue option?
That
That
was
was the other
Minuteman
one.
gave us the lunar blue, which was I think a blue like that, like your shirt, I think, basically.
Okay.
That's royal, kind of royal. Yeah.
I don't mind like an ivory with black letters, and as long as it's a thick cardstock so that
Yeah.
it doesn't.
I think 110-pound is definitely better than 100 or or 60, 80 or 65, but I will double check with them that it is acceptable at that thickness by the post office. The post office wants it within a certain range, you know?
As well as, if there's a higher price for the thicker.
That was what was quoted
Okay.
here.
Well,
Riverdraft
then
has
they
quoted us a
must
higher
know.
price.
Yeah. So you'll look into whether we can come up with the extra funds?
I know we can come up with the extra funds. We haven't spent anything.
Oh, okay.
Because every time I ask for something, Brad sort of spins around in circles.
Oh,
I want those game cameras.
oh. So, Karen, then it looks like this would be $717.
But we're looking at 100 that we're chipping in.
Well, but Sandy thinks we have 600. You think or you know?
Oh,
We have
that's
600.
going to be 717?
Yeah,
That's not, that's 117.
but so you know it's 6, not
Yeah.
5. Okay, then it's 117.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing is it's going to be printed in black, right? Black lettering, because and what else was I going to say? I think that if you put committee over here, there's not enough room. And then you'd have to make this font.
No, I wouldn't put it there. It's the bottom where it's sponsored by.
Yeah.
It just says it wrong, so.
Natural resources,
It should say
inventory and mapping, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the stuff up above is
It's
just the
fine,
name
yeah.
of the project, really, yeah. Any other changes?
I
How you
said
do it,
I've got to
100%
make,
total.
I've got to get back to say, I'll do it, I'll just tell Lori something. I already sent this to Lori,
Okay,
but I don't think she started to work on it.
Well, we are possibly having another.
all right, well, let's talk about that. So as I said in my email, Keith Thompson was just really excited about doing the forest walk. This was early on, and granted, the wetland people are really busy, right? It's their field season. So they, first Tina said, well, I can't really do it, but if you can do it. And then Stacy didn't say anything because I think Tina's her boss, and so they went back and forth like that. And so finally, Stacy was it Friday or something, said she could do something on the 9th. And so now I don't know what to do, whether to say, okay, we have both of these going on, and that way we divide up the number of people because, people have to choose, or do we just offer one and do a wetland thing later on sometime?
Or it could be like the conferences we go to, that there are a number of workshops at a particular time slot. You pick which one you want to go to. It could gin up business, that there are 2 different, very interesting walks. And maybe in the spring, we could do them again with different people. We could do a forest and a wetland, and you could choose the other one. And maybe we could do that. Because doesn't it seem a little more festive to have, look, today's a big celebration day. We're going to do this. We're going to do forest walk, or you can do wetlands. And
I don't know, to me it feels like it's Saturday morning. I can probably, I'm thinking of I could probably do something in the morning, but I definitely can't spend the day in the afternoon, kind of a thing.
right,
Or I
and then
could
have
do-
them at the same time. You take your pick. Do you want to do wetlands or do you want to do forest? We've got these 2 programs going on.
Then we'd get what, 5 in one and maybe
Do you think?
2 in the other? or
Do you think
more?
if we're spending $700,
I
we're
don't-
only going to get 3 people interested in it?
I don't know. I think
Well, it's the
if we-
presentation, that's
The
the big thing.
big thing. And that we really want to advertise. That one actually we should put in the Mountain Gazette as well.
Well,
Do we miss the
unfortunately,
date?
they had an early date for this next one. I think it was last week.
Okay, that's all right. Front Porch Forum.
Okay,
So-
I'm good with, if you want to do just one of them, it's
Yeah.
fine. I think it'd be fun,
I think
festive to do both.
it would be festive. I feel like organizing another one is going to be an issue for me.
Okay, oh, good, well, that then solves it.
Okay, because she'll want to know where, and I don't know where. Yeah, anyways.
Okay, people who are interested in wetlands are interested in forest too.
So you're gonna do them both on the same day?
No,
No, you're
we're
not.
just going to do
Do
forests.
Forest.
And I'll say, Stacy, thank you, maybe another time.
Yeah. Well, could we do it in the spring before it gets,
Absolutely, we can do it. Yeah,
and before it gets?
Maybe the Conservation Commission and the DRB would like to do something about wetlands.
I think we
No?
should, and I thought we were gonna have, in my head, I guess I didn't offer it, but, or even think about it, but what I wanted was the DRB and Conservation and Planning to come, and we have Brad talk about some of the stuff that he did the night that, our expert from UVM, the professor was here, have her talk about some things, and then have Tina.
Well, let's do it.
And
Let's do it.
that's,
Let's plan it ahead
Yeah.
and we can do it in the spring.
yeah, I mean, I really wanted to do that because
who's the professor that came?
as a state climatologist.
Oh, she did? She came?
No, she came to you,
Oh, the climate change thing?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, remember that? And Brad did a little presentation too. I had to leave early to.
Yeah, we had different speakers and it was very interesting.
It was really interesting.
Okay, so we have, this is final. I'll
Okay.
do the final print, JPEG or whatever they want. They want a PDF?
Yes, well, so these folks say PDF proof prior to run, native files in hard copy for reference,
Okay,
or a print-ready PDF supplied by the customer.
so that could be emailed.
Yep. Probably they want the email.
What color is it gonna be?
Then Sandy was just saying cream. We have goldenrod, green, canary, ivory, or cream.
So it's gonna be black print. So
Is goldenrod would be like your yellow thing, only a little darker.
I think it's gonna be sort of ochre. I think they might have some brush or I've
Oh.
been here once.
I think she's getting him food.
What do you think? What color?
I
I
think
know.
it doesn't matter.
Is this isn't this goldenrod?
I think it is.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
you're right.
So it'd be this, yellow,
Yellow.
and it's not that though, is it this?
No, I don't think that's one of them. I think the green is that more pale green, that pastel-y kind of green, I'm guessing.
A nature-based thing, should we have it green? As long as you can read it, is my thinking.
Yeah, I don't have any blue to show you.
Okay, well, they don't offer blue, so I will ask about the green, and I suppose it is probably just a palish green,
Right,
that we all know what that color.
yeah, right.
Sure, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll go green or cream, I guess. And they are the ones that have their own code, or do they want the EDD?
I did not talk with them about that because I didn't know that was the issue. They just talked about the bulk mail permit. So I will have to ask him if I'm supposed to put that on
Do
there.
you want to take this as
Sure.
a reference?
Okay, that's great.
Do you think we should have though somewhere on the postcard the county logo?
Well, I don't think there's room for that logo, and we've just changed, oh, you mean Underhill logo? Or the Underhill?
Yeah, wouldn't it make sense to have it
On this side?
the address side or this side where?
Have it there?
Yeah, maybe. Can we do that? Well, it's sort
I'm
of-
not sure I have
I do.
a great, I've snagged it for these things.
Oh, yeah. That's
I'll
what
try
I've
it
been-
and, and
just
see.
see,
Okay.
I mean, only,
But we don't have it. Yeah, okay, yes. So would we be putting our address along with that? Would be text or would only be that?
It had text,
Yeah.
that
Sorry,
was
thinking
my
both.
example, yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So they know it's official.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did say official mail or something
It's
on
on
it.
the back.
Is that, oh, are we allowed to put that?
But we're doing
We
it for
are,
the town of
of course.
Underhill.
Okay.
I don't think it has to come from Sherry.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got that, we did the mailing. So the poster, she's working on and,
I think she's gonna start, she was away,
yeah,
okay, but I wanna get to her and say, I didn't catch that.
I didn't
Natural-
either, clearly.
Natural Resources Inventory and Mapping Committee, the mapping is gone. Why didn't I see
And
that?
I've never known whether it's resources or resource. I've never known what it really is.
Mm,
I always thought it was resources, because we got,
natural
because we've
resource
got,
Inventory.
what we do
Natural
have,
resource
resource.
inventory.
Oh, okay, I always thought it was, well, our resources are our water, our mountains,
Yeah,
our
depends how you
wildlife.
say
I've seen them a number of
Yeah.
times, a number of different
Yeah,
ones.
oh,
Okay.
Show off.
I
So-
saw a nice skinny fox today, skinny,
Oh, you
must be a
did?
young female or something.
Oh.
Probably looking for the mice I leave outside.
Feeding mice.
The posters will be, whatever she makes, we can duplicate and put different places.
Mhm.
And what is
Yeah.
the intention of that, Karen? I hadn't heard about that before. Is that an 8.5 by 11? Is that what, or are they big format or?
8.5 by 11, maybe we could blow them up, but she's making the design. We have to do the
Okay,
enlarging, and it's going to be that nice to have it in Front Porch Forum, easily for Facebook. And in Front Porch Forum now you can do a photo, so
Yeah.
that counts as a photo.
uh-huh.
And Facebook, there are 3 Facebooks now. The official town, and then residents of, and Underhill residents,
Yeah.
and then
It's all advertising.
it is all advertising. I'm going to send it to all the mountain mamas right there. There are
Yes.
44 of them or something.
Right?
Right.
And send it to a lot of, for one of Ethan's, maybe he came to it, talks, he didn't realize it, but there were almost 60 people that came. And they came from,
Oh, is this the walking out in the woods?
Yes.
It was packed.
It was
Was it
packed.
the mountain mamas at that time? Was it all the mountain?
no, it wasn't, it was folks from Jericho and some from
Yeah,
South Burlington.
That's right, there was the Huntington people?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
were, and then there was our town, and
Yeah.
Mountain Mamas came, and that was the
Yeah,
other
that was, he
group.
was shocked.
So that's why I wanna, if we have the postcard too, that can sort of prompt it.
Does Conservation Commission have a Facebook now?
We have Instagram,
Oh,
yeah, we want a Facebook page.
We do?
Oh, yeah,
No.
oh, yeah, oh,
That's the thing? That's
Well-
the bomb?
I mean, it's nice to have that, because with Facebook, you can post it, send a share, you do a share, and it goes to a lot of people that you might not know, but they're gonna pick up on that because they have liked it
Mm.
or wanted to be join
Hmm.
it.
I was disappointed to find out something I didn't realize, or things have changed with Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, and I don't ever want to be on Facebook if I can avoid it. And the town just posted, it has that new Facebook. So I went to it, and I thought I remembered from years past that there were some sites that you could just get on, that you don't have to be a member of Facebook or a member of that site. Like the Underhill ones, you have to be a friend or member or something. So I thought in the past, been able to get on and see what's posted. I'm either wrong or things have changed because I was looking at the Underhill site and you could see the first page and maybe scroll down to a half of another page, and then suddenly the Facebook notice comes up and says you have to log in to Facebook. So I was very disappointed to see that because I thought for sure that anyone can view Facebook pages if it's set up the right way.
Oh, wait, I thought it said you don't have to log in.
Well,
Or maybe Amanda said, because I did see that today.
I think if you just close that screen, then you should be able to
it
go.
kept coming up. I tried to scroll
Oh,
more and
you
it
did.
kept popping up.
Really?
It kept popping up, yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
so the town has one, we could post there.
Right.
But if that's the case, people that don't have an account, really, how would they?
It's just, they have to use Front Porch Forum.
I
and they have
guess,
to
yeah, well, we'll cover our
get with it.
So who wants to do all of these social media things?
I can do them.
You want to do?
I mean, I
Great,
can just do them.
thank you.
Or Laurie will probably do the Instagram.
And Karen, you're going to try to get a visual of whatever Lori's producing to add to them or not? Is it just a text thing?
No, it's gonna be a poster.
It'll be that.
And you know
Okay.
how she puts, give her, oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
like her
you never-
Instagram. Right. Okay, I didn't know if you meant you were waiting for her poster or you were just gonna do a text thing.
Oh, I'm not gonna do a text. I
Okay.
might, what we could all, do an FPF, maybe a couple times a week.
Yeah.
You know, like I think Thursdays are a good night to do it, maybe a Monday or Tuesday.
We should actually look at that, right? Those dates of when the post, because it's
Doesn't-
soon, right? It's soon.
It's October, 29th.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So like if tomorrow's Thursday, tomorrow would be a good time to post. And then the following week would be, the 17th, 24th or something.
So FPF postings. So which one, I gotta look at my- here I can do this. Oops.
So the first time it's posted, it should be added to the calendar, right? And then any future posting can refer to that.
So let me see in the bigger view. So it's the 29th. Might want to put something out.
Tomorrow's the 17th.
The 17th.
And then again on the 24th.
I
And
think-
then the day before, maybe.
I think we need something like on a Tuesday or so,
What would that
So-
be, 22nd?
22nd
So 17th, 22nd, 24th,
and 28th as a reminder about the
and
29th.
28th. Okay.
Yeah, wait a minute. So what did we just say?
17th, 22nd, 24th, and
28th.
28th. All right. And the Lori, probably doesn't have her posters done to do tomorrow, the 17th. So that would just be text without the poster, and then we can include the poster later. Okay.
I'm even wondering if the 17th,
You think we shouldn't do it tomorrow? Karen?
I don't know, people plan ahead but not too far ahead.
Hmm.
Well, it doesn't really matter if
Yeah.
we keep putting it on. And I think if different people do it each time,
Oh,
they'll post
okay.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Whereas if I keep posting it, they,
Got a little sick of Sandy posting.
you know.
Yeah, somebody,
All right already.
someone did a really nice job with that recently. Different people took up the, listen, I can't remember what it was.
Write a little different thing each time.
Oh, that's a nice idea. All right, who goes first on the 17th? That's tomorrow. Wait a minute.
Oh.
We can't.
I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
What?
Wait a minute.
Right.
Because yes, if you do it in the
And-
morning, they'll be able to post it by the.
And then it'll
right.
be,
Okay.
and I'll make sure to put it on the calendar and all of that.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're 17. Now, Karen, are we also talking front porch? I mean, we're talking Facebook at this
I'm not-
same times or no?
I'm gonna wait until I get a poster for Facebook.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
So,
and that one is a little bit different because, well, I can do the days. I can repeat. I've done repeats on Facebook because actually Logan's posting that they posted yesterday, I think it was, now is down several postings
Mm.
down.
okay.
So if you don't scroll ahead, you've got the Mansfield services in there and the, Kitty, what are you doing? Did you eat something?
Rubber band.
Rubber band, that's very
No,
bad.
that's
You can get
bad.
very sick, Kitty. You could get very sick.
Where did it go?
Oh, I think you just dropped it on the
Yeah,
floor.
it doesn't have.
Can you see it, Sandy?
It wants more food.
Oh, Karen,
No, it does.
give it more food.
Okay, I found out where the big stash is. when I looked
He
in-
knows that. Look at that smarty. His ears went back and he went running.
Look at this. What are you doing? Is
Do
it
you-
this size? This-
Okay, and then
Look at that.
oh my gosh.
Jeez.
That
Maybe
cat,
just plain.
I'll do the 22nd,
Okay, and then we'll have Karen do the 24th.
And then I can, if I remember, I can do the 28th too.
Well, we don't want too repeaty.
Well, that's the last, that's the kind of.
Reminder.
Monday, people are going through the weekend, oh yeah, I saw that last week, I want to go to it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Okay, so then you're
We'll
doing
do
the
that.
28th also?
Yes.
All right,
I'm gonna sit down and you have to tell me the dates. I'm
all right, I'll send them out.
thinking about the cat right now.
But Sandy, you'll remember. You'll just remember tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll send out the dates. All right.
So I set up with MNCTV to have it recorded
Great.
and the presentation, and she was also interested in coming on the forest walk and filming that.
That would be awesome.
So
Yeah.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'll just make sure with Keith and Brandon that that's okay.
Yeah, she did a nice job when we had, the state, what's her name? Kosiva, Ali Kosiva,
Oh,
yeah.
or Kosiva. She did a,
Yeah,
together a nice
it was
editing.
good to have that.
Yeah, okay, what are my dates? Karen's going
I
to do
will send them out, but you are the 24th and 28th.
24th and 28th for FPF, and then I'm going to do the others. I'm going to
When
do
you
them
have
as soon
the
as the posters are done,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to do them again. Because the person that does the ones about foreign students, they're
Yeah.
there every single. You know
Okay.
that one?
No.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
don't
on
know?
Facebook. Thank goodness I'm not on Facebook.
So inviting neighboring towns.
Can I just close this loop for
Yeah.
1 second? So Karen, you'll get in touch with Lori and get the talk, find out when she's going to be done, and then you'll distribute the posters to us so we can use it when she's done.
Yes,
Okay,
I'm going to send it to you, email.
yeah,
But then who, if you want to have, I mean, Brad can do some posters here.
I mean,
print.
as in printing out and we put them up in places.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know.
I think putting it at the libraries is a good one.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe Jericho Market.
yeah,
Okay, posters at library, Jericho Market, where else? There's no place at Jolly's, actually. And Wells, we can put it outside at Wells. Okay, Wells Market. The town, right here, Town Hall. Hall. 1, 2, 3. Can you think of other places?
I might take one to put in some grocery stores in Cambridge.
Cambridge Market, in fact. That'd be nice.
What are the other towns? Westford and I don't know if Stowe would want to come, but
The
and Jericho.
Westford Market's gone.
Oh,
That
right.
closed.
And are you imagining that it would be residents from those towns, or you're thinking town officials might want to come?
Conservation Commission in particular, right?
Oh, so
Let's
Jeff,
send one to
Cambridge Conservation Commission, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe Lamoille? I don't,
How about I'll email one to Sabina when we get it?
That'd be
oh
good.
yeah, Sabina. Jericho, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we want something. Is there a place at Mills Riverside Park? Put a
Not,
poster?
not anymore with the covered bridge gone.
Um, don't they have a kiosk? No.
Mm,
That's what we were gonna do, remember, and
Hmm.
then actually Trinity.
What about posting it at the Crane Brook? Does anybody stop to?
Well, we can
people
do
see
that. We could do that. We'll see how soon it gets trashed.
I'll also email Tom Barabo, who I think is maybe the chair of conservation, and Sabina's on planning, right?
Sabina's on both.
Do either of you know any of the Cambridge or Westford Conservation Commission?
No.
I think that is Sarah, the one that's building, reconstructing the log cabin at the end of Stevensville. Sarah, I just got an email from her. What's her last name? She's on the Conservation Commission, and she may be the chair of it. Maybe not. I gotta think what her last name is.
So can I put that down to tickle you about contacting her?
Yeah. And send a notice, because she should be interested. She wants to make that like a little nature center up there. See what the DRB does with that one. But yeah, that would be nice. Who else? There's gotta be another. Well,
I mean, we can cold email, right? Some people. So
well, with the
Conservation
mountain
Commission.
mamas, actually, you can write a note and then put the poster in there too.
All right, are you doing that?
I can do that.
Okay, I'm getting you down here for,
Sarah Pinto? No.
No, Sarah. I know a lot about her. She went to McGill. What is her last
Well,
name?
I can try to get an email for the Westford Conservation Commission person. Okay, moving on to maps. What maps shall we have there? Just the basic ones and have the rest be in the report?
well, should we ask Errolwood what would be useful? Or is it just what we think is visually stimulating? And my other question is, sorry to ask you to repeat this, I just don't remember. Is Jens going to be there?
I have emailed him, he sounded awful. He's not gonna present,
Oh, he's not.
whether or not he comes, I'm not sure.
Okay, so he's not presenting.
Sarah Laurie, Lourie. And I guess I just reach her. I have her email and everything.
Okay.
So I've got you down. for
Sarah Laurie,
contacting
yeah.
her. Okay.
Okay.
So if he's not presenting, I was thinking, should we ask him if he's presenting what maps he would want? So that's all.
Right, and I think in my initial email, I'd asked, could he do maps and all this, but I think he's just overwhelmed. He hasn't even looked at the
That's
tiered
right.
ecological.
That's right, because in the prior and other times he has, or online, he's overlaid maps for webinars and able to then see where things connect. Okay, so he hasn't done
The maps that we have from Arrowwood, at least the initial ones we printed, the forest blocks cover a lot of the road names and stuff, which, maybe that's a problem for people to see, or maybe we don't care. And it's a discussion, we can.
I think it's helpful to have them so people have kind of they sort of know what you're talking about.
Well, sure, yeah.
You know.
Well, having the maps, yes.
But I mean with the roads,
Yeah,
maybe,
but-
because it would
But
be
who
helpful.
do we get to do that?
So Ryan, who's really busy, was saying that if we told him what maps we wanted, he could put layers together to create the maps we wanted. But he's awfully busy, so I don't know that he really can do that, right?
Well, this is not talking about the presentation. Arrowwood's doing.
You're right, yeah.
Okay, so this is in the future
This is-
after that a little bit.
This is just, we're billing it as come early, have refreshments, look at the maps.
This is sort of eye
So,
candy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
so what kind of maps?
And I'm just trying to find those forest block
It is strange. I brought the report with me to the Conservation Commission and I didn't take it with me.
maps.
Here.
Forest blocks is wait a minute, forest blocks is, yes, that's it.
That's
Thank
it.
you. Why don't I have that? Oh, yeah, here it is. So really, it's just two big road corridors through there they're on this one, right? And they're obviously Pleasant Valley and Route 15.
it seems to me that,
That's, all right.
you know, when it's big, you can tell where things are, right?
Yeah,
So there was that one, there was the wetland natural communities and the upland natural communities.
I think those
So those are the three.
yeah,
The ones that I wondered about were some of the wildlife corridor ones. But those are, the maps they have are complicated, I think.
Yeah. they are.
So maybe we don't try to get into that, I don't know.
Well, Sandy, here's the other thing, is it seems to me the forest blocks, if it isn't giving people information,
Yeah,
what is the
Big deal.
use of it? What's the
Okay.
use of having that, unless, I wonder, I mean, maybe it could just be for eye candy repeating something, but would it be useful to have the three maps printed out that people could take to their seat while Arrowwood talking about? And in block 31, that they could then look at block 31 in their handout if they can't see it, or take notes if they want to take notes? Or is that redundant and nobody's going to use those? I mean,
questionable, I guess.
I think that monitor upstairs is awfully small. And if I'm sitting in an audience, it's hard for me to see if that's what we're using, that monitor that can't even turn toward the audience. You know, we use it in DRB all the time, right?
Why can't we turn it towards the other?
Well, it's something about the cabling isn't.
Well, when it's being recorded, I think maybe that's a big thing, but we can ask, maybe.
So it's hard to kind of see. So if they were showing, and it's this format.
Oh, but we could put the chairs in a different direction.
Yeah, we can say that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
give that a try.
yeah.
It's like moving Brad's cabling and that sort
Oh.
of thing. But
No, just
also,
the chairs, just the chairs.
also,
the
well, I
ta-
mean, you know, if it ends up impinging on any cabling. But for instance, if it's that map and it's on a monitor of that aspect, you really can't see too well what they're talking about. So maybe having two of those maps on either side of the room, big, if we're not going to have handouts that people can see, if they could see that, they could see, and is Arrowwood going to be talking about Forest Block 31, for instance? You know, how's anybody going to know what that is?
Is the TV upstairs larger than that?
I think it is, but it's that aspect ratio.
Well, why don't we have two TVs? I think out of the box occasionally.
Why don't you have an extra monitor?
Let me see, what else can we do? How are they they're not gonna use like an LCD projector, is that correct?
The screen,
With a screen,
I don't know. What did Jens use one time, when he was here for that big presentation a few years ago? I thought it was big. I thought what I saw
I
was
think
big.
we had a screen.
I
That's what
think we had a screen.
But I don't know that that's technology now that people
I know.
use. What do we do when we do our,
Well, I'll ask them what their
What are they
intention is. We
referencing?
have a projector, right? I mean, how is that working?
I think
We
we
do.
have, we do.
Karen, we used to with
We used to.
DRB because
Yeah.
Andrew used to project it on a screen. We had a
Yeah.
screen.
Yes,
But if you use that, you can't have it projecting on the TV.
TV.
So it has to be a
Ah.
computer-based thing.
And is this, by the way, I did want to ask this, is this hybrid or is this not? This is only in person? Or is it MCTV?
They can stream it. They're also recording it.
Okay. I know that when the Mount Mansfield Union has concerts, it's live streamed through MMCTV, so I wondered if
It
that was, it is, yeah.
She sounded like she was gonna have somebody here to do that, so I think so.
Do we want to plug that or not as an option? That live stream through MMCTV, or do we not?
Or I'd rather say, will be recorded and you can view it on MMCTV.
Okay,
because then they can edit it a little bit,
okay.
Plus people can come.
You want, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I say pizza. So
Pizza,
I
I think we're
guess-
making scones.
I guess that,
That's Saturday.
that's on Saturday. So I guess it would be good to know, if I were sitting listening to them, it would be good to figure out, can I see this map if they're referring to it? If they're talking to that. And like Karen says, will it involve 2 TVs, or would it involve 3 TVs, or a projector? Or should I have it in my hands, the 3 maps in my hands, so when they say Forest Block 31, I can just flip to it?
I'm kind of agreeing with you that, I like to do that too. And, especially if they're talking about natural communities, then I want to start looking at where.
Yeah,
I think we should have the wildlife quarters, and the only reason is
But
we
which
had
one?
so many people put down their sightings.
oh,
Oh, just that map.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
is
Uh,
that, oh, that's an interactive map.
yeah,
Oh,
but I think
So-
we can get
How do we
that
do
printed somehow.
And it just not be, we just don't see who was
Right.
where. You just see that there was a sighting here and there.
Oh, yeah,
I
so
can't-
it's not quite as
No, because I think you
informative
have
that
to
way.
click on it to see 3 beavers
Yeah.
or whatever.
well,
Well, that's the other thing we can have there ahead of time is a laptop or 2 with the interactive site. So we can show people how they can,
It would be nice if it could be connected to a larger monitor, and so you might be doing it on the laptop, but you see it up there. But let me just double check that, because maybe, I do remember one of their maps for maybe Jericho had different colors. For the beavers were yellow, the deer were blue, and they actually put the colors on the map, and I
Yeah.
just can't remember this map.
I don't think so, because it was, at each site, it could be multiple things.
That's true, that's right. That's right.
no, Kitty, look at how you put your paws right together so that the white carries over from one paw to the other.
Like a wetland, Karen. If there is no boundary.
It's like with horses, you ask them to
Oh.
stand a certain way with their butt
Oh,
together. This Kitty's already doing it.
that's a smart kitty.
Yeah.
And that kitty loves you now, let me tell you. That maybe was a bad decision to do that.
You looking for this. Think about that.
All right, unless we can come up with a 4th map, I say we try to get 3
And what,
handouts.
okay, 3 handouts. So hard copy maps on easels also, or no?
Yeah,
3 hard copy maps on easels.
And those would be large.
and they'd be
What size
large.
would they be? I don't know if you recollect, that the easel, the map I had was 24 by 36, and the easel was able to accommodate it. It would not have accommodated something larger. if there's a way for us to do larger. Okay, that 24 by 36,
Yeah.
yeah. Think that will do?
I think that's, yeah,
Okay.
because we want people to come and look at it prior to.
Do you think that was printed here? Or
I
was that
think it
from-
was.
Really? Oh, good. Good looking color.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. And this you can actually read.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just have to find those. All right.
I think they were available to us at one time. But-
I almost think that Ryan made the files and then they were printed here because he,
I think so.
Do you remember, I think you're right, because I overlaid them at one point with parcels, right, with property lines, and had them printed, and then Ryan did it too. So I think you're right, they just need to be corrected. We just have to.
that one, it should have been that.
So, Sandy, what is that one right there?
This is the upland natural.
Okay,
It's really interesting.
so that is not forest block. There was the upland, the wetland, and was there a forest block?
Yeah.
And is it Arrowwood's forest block?
Is it interesting?
Oh, yeah, right, that's right, now I recollect, seeing that, right.
And you can tell where things are mostly, but you can see that behind here is a label that, Cloverdale.
And so Sandy, the chart on the left says forest block 31 is such and such
It has the acreage.
acreage, okay.
Yeah. I don't know, you could almost use those.
It'd be lovely sometime, yeah.
I think we could. They just have to be ironed.
Is done.
Reprinted.
I have not been nice.
We could reprint them. Can you iron these?
Okay, so I think I actually have 3 boards that we could put them on, right? So I'll double check that.
I think we have one upstairs.
A foam.
Foam board?
Isn't it, no,
Oh, I was just thinking of spraying off, on foam core,
oh,
and cardboard.
what do you want? Oh, I see.
But then we need easels to put them on, right? So
I have
you have,
those.
you have 2,
Too.
we need a third.
I have an easel that you'd have like the sticky paper, you put it up and you write on it.
Yeah.
I have that kind of easel. It's kind of fragile.
Yeah, Sandy's are also a little bit, you breathe on them,
Floppy.
they
Yeah.
flop, yeah.
Yeah.
But that may be, we may just have to guard them or something, so nobody tips them over.
Trips over them.
Because when I was getting sightings, everybody wanted to touch it, Okay,
All right, so we have to
hard
look
copies.
around for another easel.
so shall I try and
Well, Wanna see
find
what
these?
mine is? Pardon?
Shall I try and find the files for these and correct the?
Sure.
I'll look. And you will be bringing your 2 easels, and Karen, do you think yours would be able to fit one of these upright, or is it too big, do you think?
It isn't the kind of thing that you can put something on. It's a sticky,
Oh, I know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
that's
Okay.
what kind it is.
We used to have an easel.
Yeah, actually, we do have one because Andrew used to,
I know, and we used to have a projector and a
yeah,
screen. Where are those things?
well, I don't think it's in the vault.
So I will ask Brad. I think we've done it before, but I'll ask Brad. And we were supposed to ask about but no one was here, about the brochures, Karen, by the way. So I'll ask Brad about an easel.
Yeah. I'm picking my brain because what happened to them?
Okay, so
All
then,
right.
let's scoot to, again, so I'm sorry, I interrupted about hard copy, these large size posters, and I will spray them out on foam core. But now were we talking about handouts? Will there be handouts?
I think we should have handouts.
And can we figure out how that would look? Is that,
It has to be bigger than this, you know, it has to be full page.
full page? So is that something that
Oh, I see.
I would maybe take the graphic from here and try and blow it up and see if we can do a PDF of that?
How many would we make?
And how many would we make? Would we do them front and back on a thicker paper?
It's not gonna, oh,
This is on not too thick a paper.
That's
This
it.
front and back.
oh, it doesn't bleed through.
Doesn't bleed, believe it or not.
Yeah, it probably depends on the ink.
That was the town. Somebody made this for me, Amanda, I think. Okay, so I would extract it from the text and try to make it a full size and put the name underneath it, right? And would you call it a figure? Would you say figure 3 wetland natural communities because they might refer to figure
Sure.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll do that.
I mean, if we made 25 of each, is that too many? Or not? I mean, if we could get,
And it would be, we're thinking it would be 2 pages front and back. We've got 3 maps and what else?
See, that's why I was hoping we could come up with one more so that it would be 2 back and back. Otherwise, it's 1 and 1.
Well, let's
Doesn't
put,
matter.
well, can't we do
I
something
thought we were
like,
doing this, wetlands.
For-
Yeah, that's one of them.
Wetlands and then,
But it's this and this,
Yes.
and then just 1 page. It would be nice to have something.
could we have the chart on the back? Could I,
Which chart?
which is on the back of yours right there that talks about the, how many total acreage of upland, wetland. So this is upland natural community. And on the back of it, could it be the chart dealing with upland? So that one has the chart with it?
Sure.
Of course, the wetland also has a, okay, so should we do charts with each one and then we have 3 pages from that?
Well,
Let's see, does the wetland
the
has a
forest
chart?
black one is really dinky. It's
Is
just,
it?
you know, the
Yeah.
slim thing.
Oh,
well, maybe we
yeah.
don't need that one with the chart.
Well, let's just do the upland
With the chart,
with the chart.
the wetland,
These
forget
2
about.
back to
Okay.
back. and-
All right.
yeah.
And these 2 is this and that?
Yes.
Pretty interesting.
All right. Refreshments. I can bring some things.
I can make box brownies. Very good at that.
Box
Right.
brownies, you mean mix? Which kind do you use?
Everyone loves them.
Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli with a little walnut on the top.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I thought I could bring like crackers and cheese.
I might, if my oven does work, I might be able to bring apple cake and slice it.
Ooh, okay.
That's easy.
Could you do it in like little rectangles or something?
Yeah,
Oh, that way instead of a,
Oh, instead of a
just to
pie.
make it easy
oh,
to eat is all.
well,
Like squares.
let me think of how I could, because the thing I use is got a, yeah, maybe I could. I could make it like a sheet cake, is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
With whipped cream. No.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'll see if I can do it. I'll have to figure out how long to cook it. Because I use a springform.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
oh, don't make it too hard.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't want to have to experiment with that.
Yeah.
well, yeah, I'm saying I think I can if the oven works. I had a major failure on Sunday night. I was making a pie. And the oven went on and then
You
went
had company.
off.
Oh dear.
And I thought it was cooking.
So Karen, it sounds like
I don't
our
know.
oven's not working.
I don't know. I have to play with it. and see.
Okay.
It might have just been something funky.
Mm-mm.
On the other hand, I think I'm gonna get a new stove.
Do you want to just bring some fruit of some sort?
Like grapes or something?
Yeah,
Maybe.
grapes or-
Maybe. I'd rather have an excuse to eat something that I don't usually eat.
Yeah.
You know, like cookies or cakes or something. I just see what I could do.
Maybe we can ask some other people to bring things too. I can bring cookies. I don't know to make cookies, but
Have we pulled the Conservation Commission into this yet?
Oh, for this presentation?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I told everybody about it. We haven't assigned cookies, but Betsy does make really good cookies.
Yeah, maybe we could get the word out that they're
And need some-
Looking for people to bring refreshments. Yeah.
Well, I don't think Patrick will. But let me see, we would maybe,
How about you, the head of the Conservation Commission, send out an email to us all and encourage us to donate some food to this endeavor?
I am, but I'm encouraging people to maybe donate some food to Logan's. Oh, we can do it 2 weeks in a row. Logan
Yeah.
Wells is
Well, people can make double
raising
batches.
money for the project Eagle Scout.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
He wants people to come and buy, but if they want to donate food, they can do that too.
Karen, people could make a double batch and freeze it and then bring it out.
They could.
Okay, so Karen, you're down for contacting the Conservation Commission
Yes,
about food.
yes.
Um,
Maybe Trinity, she's a pretty good cook when she wants to.
So the other thing, before I forget, if I may just say this, or I write it down here, never mind, I'll write it down. I'll write it down. Okay, so I don't have to say it until it's my turn. Okay. And then with our food, bring some paper plates and whatever else is needed, if anything else is needed, knife to cut, whatever.
I wonder if the town has paper plates left over from Green Up Day upstairs.
Check the board.
Do you want me to just walk up there since we're
Um,
or are we just?
let's just continue on our
Okay.
meeting.
And what about drinks, though?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe cider, pick up a jug of cider or something like that. And some cups.
Some cider and some water.
I've got cups.
You have cups?
No.
Okay. That'll come together. The field trip.
Okay, staying.
Oh, wait a minute. We have to set up the room.
Yeah, I was just going to say, staying with that, I can bring also some red check tablecloths for tables. We have to, though, decide about what are we going to do for beyond the easels with the presentation? Are we going to have how many monitors, or how are we setting up the seating or that sort of
But
thing?
we have to talk to Brad about, is there an LCD projector, for example, or can we move the?
I think we have to figure that we won't use an LCD projector
Okay.
because the only way to record it really is
Just through the
through
monitor.
the monitor.
Right.
So the question is, how flexible are we in where that monitor can be? If it has to stay where it is, maybe it can be at an angle and the chair, you could have kind of this almost a
Horseshoe.
diamond shape
Diamond
kind
shape,
of thing.
And I don't know, I think it'd be all connected cable-wise, and those cables are very delicate. All connected cable-wise, I don't think we can just pop another monitor in there, another TV in there. I think it's all magically connected, so I think it is that one monitor.
I mean, could you take a different one anyways? I mean,
I don't know, I think it's it has to be hooked up to their system, the MMC TV system. I think it's a little complicated.
I bet it is, yeah. Okay. We will, maybe the day before, I'll come and go over that with Brad.
So that's a Monday, the day before?
Let's see if there's anything going on the Monday, the day before, or is DRB
All
or,
right, because you couldn't do anything. anyway,
let's see, I usually have a
So
calendar.
that's the fourth Monday of the month.
Well, it shouldn't be the DRB.
Well, it's the first and third.
It isn't a Monday,
But sometimes we,
Well, when is our presentation? A Tuesday, right?
it's on Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Oh, that's right. Okay. So Tuesday, that would be Rec Committee and Natural Resources.
Wednesday, it's on
Yeah, but
Wednesday.
Tuesday
Oh,
night.
I
See if we set it up.
Yeah,
it's on Tuesday night. October 29th is a Tuesday night.
that's right. First
Okay.
I said Wednesday and I was wrong.
Okay, so Monday, at this point, and God willing, there's no DRB meeting on Monday, the 28th.
Okay.
There shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be.
But, so it looks like we could come in on Monday. I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to meet on Monday.
Okay, so Karen has to know that.
Now, that doesn't, are you currently working? Does that have to be the evening or could that be during the day?
Oh, so it's during the day.
Okay.
Do you work?
No, I don't work for pay.
Yeah, all right.
Babysitting?
No.
Okay, so,
So this is maybe a Monday afternoon we'd come in or Tuesday morning or whatever works for Brad?
Okay.
Would that be better
Yeah.
maybe? And is that something, I'm happy to contact Brad, or is that something you feel you should be contacting him about to set that up, and we'll get it on the calendar, his calendar, about connecting up with us?
Sure, I'll ask him. I haven't talked with him in so long.
didn't they
Okay.
send out some information about when are they gonna be counting ballots?
Oh,
It wasn't then.
It wasn't then? It's
No.
like this week,
Mm.
this Friday or Thursday or so? Okay,
okay.
okay.
Oh, Karen, that scared me. That's so soon. Oh, my God.
I know.
I don't get why they're doing that. I mean, wouldn't you count ballots around the election day?
Well, they're just counting them. They're not putting, they're putting it through just to count. They're not scanning the results. And I don't know why they're doing that.
I mean, people can send them in up until
Yeah,
election
maybe
day, right?
Maybe I think maybe sometimes they have to be healed, like they're not done right, so that gives you time to talk to them about it.
Now, you wouldn't know that I didn't do mine right.
I wouldn't? No, they don't tell me.
No, the process is,
It's
it's
anonymous.
anonymous. And the other, I think it's because they have to open them. And then they have to check off on the list.
How can it be anonymous?
They have to open, remember, it's two
The
envelopes.
inside.
So you have to open the first one, notice that Karen McKnight is sending her thing in, check me off the checklist, so that when I come through election day and try to vote twice, you can't, you'll say, no, you've already voted.
But I think if you make a goof and make an arbitrary mark, they actually can contact you to say this needs to be clarified.
They're not supposed to look at it though.
Hmm.
They don't look at the ballots. Apparently, it's what she sent out.
Oh,
It's information.
Well, there you
about
have it.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
so then, before we go on to, we're going on to the, site visit or forest walk, I just wanted to ask, do we not want all committee members to come to this?
Yeah,
Yes.
From all the committees?
Yes.
Should we not personally invite people? Shouldn't I or Karen or someone send an invitation to the DRB and try to gin up excitement and please come?
Mhm.
And the planning commission and the rec committee and,
Yeah.
so who has contact? Let's give assignments there if we could, because I'm doing
Okay.
assignments here. So shall I do DRB, Karen? Because
Yes,
you have so
okay.
many other things? Okay.
I'll do UCC, Penny DRB, Sandy.
yeah, I've asked them already, but I'll do it again.
All right, and so just what would you recommend for when I should come? Should I do like send it out a week before, which it practically is, and then another the night before or something like that? What would you do?
Sure.
We don't have a DRB meeting before it, do we? No, we don't.
We might.
Oh, we might.
Okay.
Rec committee.
I could talk to,
Do you have?
Anton.
Yeah, just send him an email with the notice and say distribute these or something like that.
Okay, good.
What other
Is
committees?
rec?
Oh, select board.
Oh, yeah.
I can do that because I went to them before.
Select board and planning commission.
How about roads committee? I mean,
Who is that? Kurt resigned.
yeah, so who's,
Infrastructure. committee.
is Michael, no, I know who it is. It's, Weasel. You know,
Mike
Mike-
Weisel?
yes. Doesn't he have Woozle or something on it, or did he drop that license plate now?
I don't know.
Yeah. Or
Anybody
I'll-
have his email?
I have Mike's email. I'll send it to Mike Weisel. You're pretty sure that's who it is though, Karen?
I think he was.
Okay,
I think he's on it, I don't
okay.
know.
Energy committee?
That's Michael Oman.
Mike Bowman, yeah. You know him,
I can
Karen?
do that.
All right, Sandy. Mike Bowman.
He was on the climate change committee too.
Oh, right. Ah. Okay, so if Lori gets that poster done, we can include that. If not, it will just be a text.
So I will,
It can always be the postcard.
nice way of prompting, I'll email her with, whoops, we got the order wrong on the bottom of the, because I sent her the postcard as the information.
So I need to confirm, sorry, I gotta go back to this because I just remember it's so long ago now. Green, 110 pound stock. And that it's not too thick. And that the green is not too dark. And I need to ask them about this,
Just confirm that that's the right thing or if it's something different.
confirm the right, correct stamp. All right. So sorry, now going back, now that I'm here, somebody has to sign this and accept it, and they will need a check for the postmaster. So
So
how do we do that?
I think I get Brad to do it,
Brad?
to sign it, or Sherry? Us?
I don't know, will they expect us to pay and then get reimbursed or?
It is just simply that payment to the postmaster, postage
Oh,
of
so it's not the whole
$312.
amount.
No, the 312. we need to check for the postage made out to U.S. Postmaster. We do not need any payment up front, but we require the postage check. Unless the town uses their permit, which you were thinking isn't the same thing, but who knows?
Well, yeah, if you're gonna find that out, let me know. If I need to like write a check and sign that, I can do that.
Okay, oh, you mean not a town, the Jen, not involving Jen?
If we need to do it right off.
Oh, I
yeah.
do it too. Okay. I was just thinking we needed to go through channels. Okay, right. And this is 5-day lead time. So you're correcting, but I need to tell you about this for the final. And, okay,
So we'll be in touch tomorrow.
we'll be in touch tomorrow. Yes, we will. All right.
Okay,
Okay.
so what time is, my time is almost running out in here because
Yeah.
now the cat is really bothering me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So quickly, the field trip.
yeah.
So I have it set for like 12 to noon. Keith, 10 to,
10 to noon,
10 to
right.
12, okay.
10 to 12.
yes, 10 to 12.
Renew it.
I think I might have had enough too.
No, I just,
And the way I was thinking about it was there are going to be people who aren't great walkers, but they're very interested. So I was thinking that they could do a bit of a road trip to several locations where you can, drive right in the middle of the woods and talk about a natural community or whatever. And that, that could be the first hour maybe. And then those who can't walk can come back and others can go into some forest kind of setting.
I'm optimistic there are going to be 40 people doing this.
Yeah.
So if we do that, what do you mean
Carpool.
there would be like 10 cars carpooling and they would stop on a road and whoever would get out and talk to all 10 cars or
Well, everybody get out.
everybody get out?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, right there on the road and not have to.
You
walk
can.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, it's going to be logistics.
Okay.
And I thought I would give Keith a call next week and see, because they were going to kind of look at what they wanted to do, because they're, in touch with various current use landowners and maybe they would get permissions we couldn't,
Yeah.
and things like that. So that was what I had in mind. And I said there were really like 4 things that could be their message. The value of forests, the forest blocks, connections and why they're important, certain features that are interesting. Everybody wants to know what trees are and all that. And then any best management that a landowner might want to know about. But that it's supposed to be interesting and fun, not policy oriented at all.
Okay. And so is it at all in your mind's eye circling back to the report?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And that's why they would go to certain locations. Here's an example of this upland community. What makes it this upland community? What's in it? Why is it important? How do we manage it? So it'd be all of those kind of things. Yeah. I don't know whether these 2 people have a lot of wildlife experience, but I know they're experienced in how to create habitat that supports wildlife. So I'm pretty confident they'll be able to work in a lot of those concepts that are needed.
And they are, who are they?
So Keith Thompson was the Chittenden County Forester before Ethan, and then he moved up to be in charge of all of the county foresters.
Okay.
So he works out of Montpelier, and helps all the county foresters do what they have to do. And Brandon Benedict is the new Chittenden County Forester. And so Keith really wanted him to be able to come along. And the reason I started with Keith is that he owns some property abutting the state forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
So he
his
knows
property.
Underhill. Yeah, maybe, but it's up there. So.
And Sandy, this would just require a thank you note afterwards, something like that. It's no gratuity that goes.
Right.
Or a couple of brownies and
Yeah.
scone.
I wonder if we should have donuts for that.
Oh,
Well, I think having refreshments would be good. And, there may be like some introductions, I don't know.
Maybe.
It might slow things down, I
I was just thinking, when we did the one of the DRB morning ones, and it was drizzly and cold, what was really nice was not that we had them, but the person that was,
did they really? The landowner?
yes,
Have them?
had donuts
Wow.
and coffee.
Wow.
I didn't drink the coffee because I don't drink coffee. But yeah, they had donuts, special ones from Morrisville.
Wow.
So is there a place they could get?
Jeffersonville is great.
Oh, yeah, Gianna's.
Honest,
Do they have-
I used to pick them up every week.
Do they have cider donuts?
don't know.
Oh. Oh.
They're pricey, but they're
Oh,
They are.
would they do a discount?
poor conservation commission. Okay,
No, we
a
have
lot of action items
There
here,
are.
filling
I
pages.
keep thinking, we need like 10 more people in this
We
committee.
need 10 more people, we need 10 more weeks.
No.
Okay, Sandy,
That's
I
what
just
think
thought of
with
something
conservation.
really important that you had to do first thing in the morning, and I've forgotten it. And it has to do with something that I have to do and then you have to do. But, okay, let's
I
go
have it
with
written
it.
down
You do?
somewhere.
Contacting Reprographics?
No,
No, she's doing that.
Talking to Brad about the hookups?
no, but that's important.
I have to correct the announcement,
Correct the announcement. I think that, correct the announcement.
add the town logo.
Heck.
That wasn't the thing you had in mind.
There's something else I thought, oops, Sandy's gotta remember to do that. Okay, well, it'll come to me. Oh, wait. Is it this? Do we need to, or not, contact Arrowwood to see, are they talking to any particular maps, or do they want us to print any particular maps, or are we forgetting about what Arrowwood wants, and we're gonna put up the 3 that we choose, and handouts of the 3, assuming that they're going to go over those? I mean, do we really have a handout with those 3 if they don't even mention them? Or will they focus on those 3?
Okay, I will say we're thinking we would have these, what our plan is. Does that sound okay?
That sounds good.
And just verify that they are good with using a laptop projected through a TV, and that's what they were planning to do.
Yeah, that's what we need to know. But it would be nice if they talked about wildlife corridors, and we're not gonna have them.
They are going to, I know
Okay.
they are.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So projector
Yeah.
and.
That is, I love that map that's showing where it was actually modeling where more than likely animals were going to cross. That'd be so nice to see with those forest blocks, actually, to see those. All right. So much. Yeah. All right, I got the to-do list. Lay it on me.
Oh, I can't remember. I did finish taking all those pictures so that I took pictures of the different forest blocks from different roads around.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned you
Yeah.
were going to do that.
And labeled them and sent them to Arrowwood so they can use them if they want, give a
Nice.
visual that
Thank
way.
you for doing that.
It's fun.
Nice.
You learn a lot about the town.
Yeah.
Like that. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Does anybody want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn at 8:05.
Thank you, Karen.
Seconded. I will second it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much for coming.